This one chapter could break your heart, then put it back together again. If you've ever been cracked open by life, left wondering if your story even matters, please don't scroll away. I'm not selling you anything today. I just want to give you something. A single chapter from my life. A chapter that might help you remember who you are. Because maybe you're like me. You've carried heavy things alone, loved with your whole heart, and still been left behind. Maybe you're a mom doing the best you can, praying your past won't poison your child's future. Maybe you're tired of feeling invisible, like no one sees the fight it takes just to stay standing. If that's you, then this chapter was written for you. I'm sharing it freely. All I ask is that if it touches your heart, you consider supporting the full book by donating it to my GoFundMe today. Let me tell you why this matters. The story I never thought I'd tell. There are stories that sit in our bones, and some of them ache to be told. Mine was one of them. For years, I lived with a knot in my throat, trying to raise a child while holding back tears I didn't have time to cry, playing strong while secretly breaking. I didn't come from money. I came from love, yes, but also grief, addiction, and hard choices. My mom died when I was 2. I was pregnant at 18. I gave up addiction after I found out I was going to be a mother. But I didn't give up dreaming. Still, most nights felt like a war between hope and fear. I'd sing lullabies to my baby while silently begging God to help me not screw this up. I'd write songs at night because I couldn't sleep, and I'd wake up exhausted, but determined to make something beautiful out of my chaos. And through it all, no one saw me. No one knew what I was carrying, until now. How a single chapter can change everything. A few months ago, I sat in silence and finally wrote what I had been afraid to say for years. Not to impress anyone, not for fame, but because I realized, that's my dog, someone else might need this. So I opened up. I wrote about what it means to grow up in a tight-knit Samoan family after losing your mother. About dancing hula under church lights. About music becoming the only way I know how to cry. About being pregnant and jobless and scared, but choosing motherhood anyways. About walking away from addiction cold. About dragging myself through college with a baby on my hip and music in my heart. And about the day I took my child back to Samoa to show them where we came from. That chapter is raw. It's real. And it's the start of rooting and rising. I remember the night I finished that chapter. I cried. Not because I was sad, but because for the first time I felt seen. Like I had taken my pain and turned it into something sacred. Something that could maybe help someone else feel less alone. The next day, I printed it out and handed it to a friend. She read it in silence, then she looked up, eyes filled with tears, and whispered, "You have to finish this." I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a publisher. I barely had rent. But I had something stronger, a story that wouldn't let go of me. So I shared it with a few more people. Another friend said, "I cried the whole time. It felt like you were telling my story." Someone else told me it helped them finally call their mom for the first time in years. One woman told me she quit drinking that day. I didn't expect any of this, but I knew in my soul I had to finish this book. That's why I started this GoFundMe. I'm not asking for pity. I'm offering a piece of my own soul in the form of a book that's already started changing lives. Rooting and Rising isn't just a memoir, it's a movement. A way to reclaim the truth that our stories matter, even the messy ones. Hey, I'm Faioso. I'm a mother, musician, and daughter of Samoa. I've worked behind the scenes in entertainment, studied music, rebuilt my life from the ground up, and helped dozens of women rediscover their voice, their faith, their creativity. I'm not famous, but I'm real. And if you trust me with just one chapter of your time, I promise that it'll stay with you. One powerful thing you'll discover in this free chapter is how I beat addiction without a program or rehab, just raw purpose and a baby on the way. If you've ever felt stuck, like something dark is dragging at your heels, this will hit you deep and show you that you can change no matter what's chasing you. Another moment you'll see in this chapter is how I balanced college, motherhood, music, and healing all at once. There's a simple mindset shift in that story that helped me turn my chaos into calm and my stress into songs. You can use the same shift today, even if your life feels like a mess right now. You'll also witness the power of cultural roots, how going back to Samoa helped me and my child feel whole again. You'll discover how reconnecting with your ancestral identity can heal you, especially if you felt lost in the modern world. Here's the truth. If you've tried to learn these lessons on your own, through books, therapy, or trial and error, it could take years and cost you thousands. And some people never find their way out. But I've wrapped everything I've learned into one raw, honest, soul-fueled book. And you can read the first chapter right now, just for donating. Imagine being able to wake up with peace, knowing that your past didn't destroy you. It defined you. Imagine finally forgiving yourself for the things you had to do just to survive. Imagine not needing to pretend you're okay anymore, because you finally are. So you're probably wondering, what's the catch? There's my dog again. Honestly, there isn't one. The full value of this chapter alone is more than a $50 book. The full book, easily $500 in coaching, therapy, and transformation. But I'm not even selling it today. I'm giving away this chapter for free to anyone who donates any amount to my GoFundMe. Even $1 gives you instant access. Why? Because I believe the world needs more truth right now, and helping me finish this book helps us all heal. When you donate, you'll also unlock exclusive behind-the-scenes updates, bonus stories, voice memos from my songwriting process, and live invites to virtual readings. That's more than $500 worth of content, yours for a simple donation of any size. Let's be real. If all this chapter did was help you feel seen again, if it helped you take one more brave step, if it helped you forgive the person you used to be, wouldn't that be worth 10 times more than what you donate today? Click the button below to donate to my GoFundMe and download your free chapter of Rooted and Rising. This moment could be the start of something sacred. By joining this journey, you're entering an intimate circle of people who believe in real stories, real healing, real change. You'll be part of a family, not just a fan base. And you'll be the reason this book comes to life. But I need your help right now. If this doesn't get funded, the book may never be finished. The world may never hear the stories I fought to survive, and someone, maybe even you, might miss out on the healing waiting inside these pages. I know it's scary to believe in something new. That's why I've made this totally risk-free. If you donate and don't love the chapter, just message me and I'll personally send your money back. No questions asked. Your heart matters more to me than a donation ever could. So here's everything you get. A free digital copy of Chapter 1, access to behind-the-scenes voice memos and stories, a spot in the founding circle of Rooted and Rising, and the joy of knowing you helped this story reach the world. All for whatever you choose to give. This chapter could change your life. It could help you reconnect with who you really are. It could give you the strength to keep going. And if it does, I hope you'll pass it on, because someone else is waiting to feel seen. Someone else is waiting to feel seen too. So click the button, donate what you can, and let's rise together.